Hey everybody, welcome to the Sky Lounge, and this is Piggyskin Picks, where I pick the winners and losers of the upcoming NFL week, boys and girls. Week number 5, 8 out of 15, 53.33% again. A bit annoyed, but hey, part of the process. You lose some, but you just come back the next week and get back on the horse. And we are getting back on the horse, boys and girls, with Thursday Night Football. The New York Football Giants take on the New England Patriots. The New England Patriots are going to cream pie this team. You have to realize the Giants are going to have so many players out with injury or just unavailable that I think the Patriots are going to take an opportunity to just nationally broadcast how dominant they are, right? Of course, the asterisk is going to be put on there. Oh, they haven't faced any good teams. Yeah, well, guess who shows up consistently week in, week out? Guess what? That's called doing your job. Damn, give the guys some respect there. I know people don't like New England. I know people want to shit on Belichick and Brady, but come on, man. That's greatness right there. You can beat shitty teams. You don't get fucking up in your own head thinking, oh, we're going to just beat them. No, they're just doing their jobs, getting shit done day to day, week to week, and it's showing. I mean, fuck, man. Don't be surprised if the Patriots go 14-2 or 15-1. This is just absolutely ridiculous, the tear they're going on. And yeah, as for the Giants, come on. Brady and that defense, oh boy. But let's move on to the next game, boys and girls. The Carolina Panthers will be headed to Tampa Bay to take on the Buccaneers. I'm taking the Carolina Panthers in this game. Yes, the Bucs beat the Panthers on prime time a couple weeks ago. I believe it was week 2 on Thursday Night Football. Bruce Arians magic, Cam Newton incompetence, but along with Kyle Allen and, the carrier in Christian McCaffrey, I believe the Panthers are going to win this game. Probably a high-scoring game, maybe around 50 total, but definitely see Carolina coming out as the winners in this game. Now, the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore, you got your free win. Congratulations. You're going to lead your division right after this week. So kudos to you. Holy fuck. Which is pretty much because of this next game. Seattle versus Cleveland. I think Seattle's going to beat the fuck out of the Cleveland Browns in Cleveland. Now, boys and girls, I have made it very clear on this channel many times. I am a Seattle Seahawks fan, but I do love me some Baker Mayfield. I do. Now, here's the thing. As much as I like Baker, as much as I have a lot of respect for the Cleveland Browns and their fans, man, I want Seattle to win. This is an away game. We just had an emotional game against the Rams, and now it's time to go on the road and get a win. Russell Wilson is going to be fired up. He's in MVP form. And the boy Baker, I mean, you had Sherm talking all this shit, handshake gate, whatever the fuck you want to call it, and, Sherm just creating stories, trying to get under Baker. And Baker, a little riled up this season. A little bit in his head. And I think Seattle is going to comfortably win this by a touchdown or more, but should make for a really, really good game. Fun game, really. I like both teams. I mean, Seahawks are my team, obviously, but I have nothing but respect and really nothing but well wishes for the Browns. So it's going to be fun. We only see this team once every 4 years, the entire AFC North once every 4 years, so cherish it. It's going to be fun. Now, New Orleans Saints versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm going with the Saints, despite the fact that, yes, the Minshew mania with Jacksonville has been incredible. It's been fun. I just don't rate that defense all too much. And I'm going to make this argument right now in week 5. Actually, week 6. I do apologize about that, boys and girls. But what I'm not going to apologize about is the New Orleans Saints is the best team in the NFC. I don't really think there is argument here. I really don't think there is. I think top to bottom, and when you're talking about depth, you have a backup quarterback who just won you 3 games straight without Drew Brees. I mean, come on. You're telling me this team isn't the best in the NFC? You're fucking full of it. I think you are, if you're denying this team right now. As for Jacksonville, yeah, like I said, it's just going to be fun for them to just see what they can do potentially, but this is a loss. This is an L in my opinion. And So let's move on to the next game. Houston versus Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City wins this game, I believe, in a shootout. Probably 60, 70 points because either team doesn't want to do any fucking defensive work by any means. So I'm thinking Kansas City wins this, but heavily favor on the over, in my opinion, on this one, boys and girls. Now, the Washington Redskins versus the Miami Dolphins. Oh my God! It's the Tank Bowl we've all been waiting for! And I'm picking the Washington Redskins to win this with Case Keenum at the helm. He's probably going to touch that Miami defense with his dick. Miami, I don't know what to say. Like, you're not an NFL team. I don't think you're even professional enough to be a college football team. Just, if I may be so bold, what I would suggest is simply this. Relegate this team to oblivion. This team is an embarrassment. I think this Miami Dolphins team is one of the worst football teams ever. Top to bottom. From management to players, this is just an absolute disaster. Yeah, the Redskins may be a fucking dumpster fire. But, the Dolphins. Oh my God. Like, do we have to recognize that they're alive? I mean, could we just kind of stomp them on the ground and pretend they're dead? Oh, they make me sick. Like, Miami genuinely makes me sick. I don't want to watch that kind of football. It's a disgrace. Really is. Now, let's move on to the next game before I get a little too serious, a little too mad. Philadelphia Eagles will fly over to Minnesota to face the Vikings. I'm picking the Eagles. Listen, Kirk Cousins versus over 500 teams and teams that are actually good. I don't know, man. I don't have any faith in Kirk Cousins. I never did. I never claim that Kirk is good on this channel. I never do. I think he is absolutely overrated, overpaid, and people shield him because of the stats. But the eye test flat out shows you he's not that good. So, Philadelphia with the win there, boys and girls. Now, the Atlanta Falcons versus the Arizona Cardinals. I'm picking the Cardinals at home to win this game. Atlanta, you're fucking miserable. You are absolutely miserable. I really don't know what else to say about you. Maybe this is an emotional pick. Maybe it is. But you are a team that doesn't play up to their potential. You have all the talent in the world, all the money wasted, but this is just a dumpster fire. This is a fucking car crash. And believe you me, I think this head coach is going to be gone within the next 3 weeks. Flat out. I think Quinn's gone in the next 3 weeks. If you lose against Arizona, you are done, in my opinion. Now, the San Francisco 49ers take on the LA Rams. Yes, your second undefeated team in the San Francisco 49ers will take on the LA Rams in the Los Angeles Coliseum, and I think the Rams grab a win. Reason why I say that, as much as I don't like any of these two teams, I don't like either of these teams. I fucking hate both of them. But I think the reality is, I think McVay doesn't go on a 3-game losing streak. I think he bounces back after 2 games, getting punched in the mouth, really. And thinking, okay, you got a 49ers team kind of just strutting their stuff, getting really confident, getting really arrogant, really. This guy included. This guy who's talking a bunch of shit, lying, and having the national media fucking back him up because they don't do any fucking research. And they just want to fucking get on Baker for no goddamn reason, other than the fact that he's a bit brash. He's a bit confident. They get a little unnerved, and then they got this fucking liar, right? Just fucking lying. And these liars and these cocky fucking cocksuckers, I think they're going to lose to the Rams. I would personally love it if both teams drew or tied. That'd be fucking wonderful. But I'll take the better option. I don't want an undefeated 49ers team. I really don't. That is an arrogant fan base and an arrogant fucking squad that I don't want to hear about. I don't want to fucking hear the media fillate about for 2 fucking weeks straight. So I'll take the Rams with the win. Although, yeah, it's it's a lose-lose situation. They're going to suck off the Rams or the 49ers either way, so it doesn't really matter. I don't give a shit. So, honestly, all I can hope for is a draw or a tie on this one. Now, boys and girls, the Tennessee Titans will take on the Denver Broncos at Mile High Stadium. I'm going with the Tennessee Titans mainly because they tend to do well against the kind of meh and bad teams and do really terribly against the decent teams. So, Denver. I know you beat Phillip Rivers and the Chargers, and you think Joe Flacco can do something. Just embrace the tank. Embrace the tank. Hire some fucking scouts that can get some goddamn draft picks to solidify that O-line! Fuck! You know Philip Lindsay can't carry your stupid asses to 800, like a fucking 500 season, right? You know that shit, right? You can't go 8-8, but carrying this, this guy carrying you with no fucking other things to help his ass out. Oh, Denver. Drive me nuts. But this next team also drives me nuts. The Jets. They will host the Dallas Cowboys at MetLife Stadium. Sam Darnold's going to be back, but the Dallas Cowboys are going to win this. If Dallas doesn't win this, this is a fucking problem. Dallas has to win this game. And the reality of the Jets is, why are you bringing Sam Darnold back after mononucleosis where he should be given more time to recover so potentially he doesn't get any other bullshit on him? The lack of effort on asset management by this Jets team is unbelievable. I mean, you thought it's all luck, but oh boy, it's far worse than that. It's just incompetence in management and head coaching and player personnel management. Play calling, what fucking play calling? They don't fucking go on the field to play football. They just show up. I mean, the Jets are in the race for that number 1 overall pick. Prove me wrong. They're terrible. They butt fumbled their way into a fucking tank bowl. And again, Dallas. You can't play cocky again. You got to go on the road and get that fucking win. Because I'll tell you what. You and the Eagles are tied up. You let it slip. If you let this division go by the end of the season, you will never hear the end of it. And I know Cowboys fans are going to defend themselves. Oh, we're the best. Dude, come on. Like, I try to defend this team as much as I can, but there's a part of me that also says, come on, man. All this money, all this talent, all this talking, and you're not going to get anything done? Get a hold of yourself. Now, let's go on to the Sunday Night Football game. Pittsburgh Steelers versus the LA Chargers. I'm taking LA, not because I'm wearing an LA hat. Those fuckers are actually involved in San Diego, where they moved from, but the Chargers will grab this win. Pittsburgh. You're going to be relying on your third-string quarterback. Your weapons in terms of offense have stifled a little bit and regressed, and your defense is a big blob of men. Okay. Yeah, not really thinking this is going to be a good game for the Pittsburgh Steelers, although for the Chargers, this is going to be a test of how much testicular fortitude you got. How much balls do you have? Because quite frankly, the last 2 weeks, Miami away, and then what was that last week against Denver? You look pathetic. So this is your chance to prove yourselves. To say, hey, we're not down and dead. Because if you lose this one, I mean, might as well just gift wrap the division to the fucking Chiefs right now. Might as well do it right now. Have no chance of the wild cards at that point. So, good luck. Now, Monday Night Football, boys and girls, the Detroit Lions will take on the Green Bay Packers. I'm going to go ahead and select the Packers on this one. Detroit's defense is nothing. They're nothing. I mean, Stafford's probably going to put up some decent numbers, but probably going to have a turnover or two in the game. Rodgers probably throws for 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, and maybe 1 turnover. And Aaron Jones is most likely going to run a fucking train on that goddamn defense. But Green Bay comes out with the win. Detroit fans are salty, and hey, that's the NFL for you. Now, we got bye weeks, of course, boys and girls, Buffalo, Chicago, Indianapolis, and Oakland. So those fans get to rest for a week. But again, picks for week number 6, boys and girls, are as follows. Again, New England Patriots, the Carolina Panthers in England, no less. Baltimore Ravens, Seattle Seahawks, New Orleans Saints, Kansas City Chiefs, Washington Redskins, Philadelphia Eagles, Arizona Cardinals, the Los Angeles Rams, Tennessee Titans, Dallas Cowboys, Los Angeles Chargers, and the Green Bay Packers. Boys and girls, that's my picks in the Piggyskin picks this week. Follow me at the Sky Lounge on all the links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe for more daily contents. Now fuck off.